Heading on to our very next bout for the night. This one would be a super flyweight encounter over 6 rounds. Derrick Mensah comes up against Ayreetey, aka the Iron Boy. Officials for this one. Judges Nikwe Kote, Sule Issa, Richard Amevi. Referee is Richard Kate. And now inviting from the blue corner, the boxer, Ayreetey.
So our next fight is ready to come on. Ayreetey taking on Derrick Mensah in a super flyweight contest. Ayreetey, who was defeated by, and there in your shot currently gone by, was the president of the Ghana Boxing Authority, Iban Kuteniku, with a regular ring girl, Jackie, they call her. Today she's not working in the ring, and you saw her beautifully dressed and sitting there beside the president, and other dignitaries are ringside as we await the arrival in the ring of our next combatants, Derrick Mensah and Ayreetey, and one of them has just joined us in the ring. I think that is Derrick Mensah or Ayreetey. I think Ayreetey was the first mentioned by our ringside announcer, Sam Nana Gold.
All right, and now approaching the ring, the boxer from the Atokwashi boxing gym, Derrick Mensah.
So there you heard it. Derrick Mensah has been called to also get into the ring to face Ayreetey in this, our 4th fight of tonight's show, a super flyweight contest scheduled for 6 rounds. It's a Brava show presented by Box Office Promotions, and it's live on K Sports Boxing from the Pukum Boxing Arena here in Accra, Ghana, Saturday night, 10th May 2025. After.
So this one is brought to you still by Box Office Boxing Promotion, sanctioned by the
So
Ghana Boxing
before
Authority.
we continue the show, we will have a chat with the president of Ghana Boxing Authority at ringside.
Sule Issa. When the bell goes, the man in charge is referee Richard Amevi. His adversary across the ring, fighting out of the red corner and training out of the Atokwashi boxing gym in Accra. He is clad tonight in all white apparel and weighing at 112 pounds. Fighting record, a perfect one. 7 fights, 7 wins, no losses, no draws. All of the 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the boxer, Derrick Mensah. The man in charge, referee Richard Amevi.
Hello guys, protect yourself at all times. Whatever I say, you must say. When I say stop, you stop. When I say break, you break. Touch gloves.
Round 1.
Ayreetey versus Mensah. And Ayreetey is in a bit of trouble just at the beginning of this fight. His shoe had some sort of discomfort and has been attended to, and now we can continue with this fight. Presented by Box Office Promotions and live on KA Sports Boxing across the world. Just tune in to KA Sports Boxing on any of our social media handles: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course TikTok. Tonight, we are with the big fight between Jonathan Tete, the man, but currently Ayreetey versus Derrick Mensah, and Ayreetey landed a very good shot there. Ayreetey, the shorter of the two fighters, in the black, whilst Derrick Mensah is in the white shorts. And a very good punch landed there by Derrick Mensah. Ayreetey, of course, I was telling you, he fought Theophilus Papualote for the national super flyweight title back in November, a show hosted by Ayreetey Powers Promotions that eventually failed to see the main bout happen. But the contender in that fight, that's Baobali Enes Akushi, tonight will be facing the former Black Bomber national team boxer Jonathan Tete for the national cruiserweight title, the headliner of the show here at the Bukom Boxing Arena. After this show, it's believed boxing will take a break for at least a month, because very soon the ban on drumming and noise making in the Gan municipality, the Gan traditional area, ahead of their traditional festival, the Gan Homowa Festival, will come into effect. So tonight, fight fans have the opportunity to watch live fight action for the last time in at least a month. So if you are not here at the Bukom Boxing Arena, as you can see the crowd beginning to build up, you can still make your way here, because we have a number of fights still to come, and the main show is of course Tete versus Akushi. But is Ayreetey versus Mensah ongoing, and Mensah throws another good point there. As the bell sounds to bring round one to a close, and referee Amebi. He is also an MMA referee, and last week when we had the Global Warrior Champions MMA fight night here at the Bukom Boxing Arena, exactly a week today, he was. So we once again return to ringside to join our. Give me Wi-Fi. If you do one for me, they will give one.
Okay, all right. We'll come back to you shortly. Sure. Over to you, commentator.
So we are back with round two. It's Derrick Mensah in the white versus Ayreetey in the black.
Super flyweight contest scheduled for 6 rounds. Tonight at the Bukom Boxing Arena, undercard of the box office show presented by Alex Intiama Boachi, the man who seeks to become the next president of the Ghana Boxing Authority. And we have the likes of Alfred Lamte, highly rated. Many things are expected of him in the years to come. And it's a slip there by Ayreetey, who goes to the canvas, but of course that was just a slip, so it's no knockdown. As referee, I maybe quickly attended to him and, cleared him to continue with the fight. We also be having Joseph Komi, Jaguar they call him, taking on Anamadoche, the experienced campaigner in only the second fight for Komi. Remember, he won his maiden pro fight to claim the UBO title back in November last year in this very ring here. The show continues live on K Sports Boxing. Your number one source for combat sports, live streaming, live action from Ghana. Only yesterday we were at the Ayreetey Event Center in Dansoman, also here in Accra, where Kabik Promotions presented the Kabik Big Fight Night. We saw two Ghanaians claim UBO Africa titles. Emmanuel Mankatasaki, the deaf and dumb fighter, made history by annexing the UBO Africa Continental Super Featherweight title, same as Kofi Dana, both of them defeating Nigerian opponents. It was all live on K Sports Boxing, and tonight, here we are, bringing you every bit of the action from the Bukom Boxing Arena. The Brave House, they call it, is sanctioned by the Ghana Boxing Authority, of course, with the president right here at ringside. We just saw gone by Benjamin Lamte defeating Abraham Lamte in the clash of the two Lamtes, the two men from Accra, from the same house perhaps. And currently ongoing is Derrick Mensah against Ayreetey. Ayreetey, a seasoned campaigner. Almost always in a losing streak because he has 7 career wins against Derrick. Some of the highlights of that round number 2, and that was the slip by Ayreetey at the beginning of round 2. And tonight we have another ring girl taking over the show for box office sport and not Jackie. And Isaac Ayreetey, you can see him in his corner being attended to by the former Commonwealth champion, Bessie Obide coming.
Seconds out. Seconds out.
And Derrick Mensah's corner.
Round 3.
He's also handled by Vincent Akanete of the Atokwashi gym. So we are seeing some good fights, taking place nowadays in the Ghanaian boxing fraternity, and it's a good, beginning or a good development, because as the likes of Joshua Clottey, the former world champion, have said, we need our very best fighters to face the best, because you can only become the best by beating the best. You want to be a world champion, you have to, take on the best, because everybody wants to be the world champion, and the world champion definitely has to be the best fighter out there. So before you go all the way to compete in America, you have to be ready out here. So Ayreetey is actually on a 3-fight losing streak, because since losing to Theophilus Waku Alote, as I was telling you about in November, the fight in which Alote became the national super flyweight champion, following around 7 stoppage of Ayreetey. Ayreetey has subsequently also lost to Isaac Saki in February this year, as well as Abdul Aziz Seidu on 29th March. Tonight, can he bounce back against Derrick Mensah? But it's Ayreetey who was landing some good shots to the body of Derrick Mensah there. Derrick Mensah is on a good streak. He has 7 wins as a pro, and 6 of those wins have come by way of knockout. He is undefeated and no draw, 23 years of age. Derrick Mensah, who began his career only in August last year when he defeated Michael Tete at the basketball court in Jamestown to begin his career, August 25 last year. He has since taken on Arnold Addo in September, defeated him round 3 of 6. Justus Asari defeated him 2 of 6. in October. In November, he defeated Jacob Okine around 1 stoppage, whilst also overcoming Haruna Oku in November before taking a break and rebounding in February with another victory over Samuel Danso before also seeing off Denzel Laye on 28th March at the Bukom Park. A show was presented by Ace Power Promotions, and which of course was live on Ace Sports Boxing. So round 3 is in the books, and once again we'll take a look at some of the highlights from that round just gone by. Fierce exchange between the two fighters in the middle of the ring. No inch given, no one in control, no one giving an inch. It's a close one here to call. 6 rounds to schedule. We've done 3. We are with 3.
Seconds out. Seconds out. Round 4.
Derrick Mensah versus Isaac Ayreetey. Currently ongoing here at the Bukom Boxing Arena, Accra, Ghana. Headlined by Jonathan Tete versus Ernest Akushi, presented by Box Office Promotions. They call it the Brave Heart, whose heart will show all the bravery, the biggest bravado tonight here at the Bukom Boxing Arena. Will it be Ernest Akushi, the man they call Baobali, or Jonathan Worldwide Tete? Tete only last year was campaigning for the Black Bombers at the Africa Games as well as the Olympic qualifiers in Italy and Thailand. In both places, he failed to qualify to the Olympic Games. And during the Africa Games, also, which took place in this very ring here at the Bukom Boxing Arena, he failed to win his fight, and therefore was one of the few Ghanaian fighters who couldn't win a medal for the country during the Africa Games. But he turned professional soon after failing to qualify in Thailand, and he's on a roll, having won all 10 career fights, 9 of them by knockout. Tonight he's taking on Ernest Akushi Baobale, who also is undefeated in 6 career fights, winning all and drawing just 1. We also have Joseph Komi, the Accra 2023 gold medalist. He also secured silver for Ghana at the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games. And tonight we'll be taking just the 2nd career fight. And appears Derrick Mensah has suffered a cut.
DJ.
And he's been attended to by our 2 ringside physicians. We'll have to get to know the name of this new doctor who has been working since yesterday. He was at Dansoma yesterday to work at ringside, but there with him is Dr. Edward Asante. You can see Edward Asante also, talking there to the, I don't know if it's his fellow physician or to Derrick Mensah. Derrick Mensah is in a bit of trouble because he's deeply cut, but you can see Isaac Ayreetey also has a cut just above his eye. So we have failed to spot it, but it appears the 2 fighters actually clashed in an accidental headbutt, because you can see both of them have suffered cuts, and Derrick's one appears the more serious of the 2. But you can there is Isaac Ayreetey's one too. It's a very serious cut suffered by 2 fighters. The hazards of this profession, a very, very dangerous sport, they say. But every sport is dangerous as is life itself. And the fight has been called off, and I think it will be declared a no contest because both fighters have suffered cuts here in round number 2, or is it 3? Round number 4, round number 4, sorry. And as per the rules of the game, I think they will refer to the scorecards if we've done 3 rounds already. We'll just wait for the decision of our officials. And yesterday we had the same similar situation in Dansoma when Emmanuel Kwe took on Joseph Tego in a super welterweight encounter. So let's go back to watch the highlights of that round and see how the tragic circumstance happened. The two fighters getting entangled there and getting separated by referee Richard Ahmedi, and thereby the two of them got entangled and both suffered the deep cut on their eyes. And we await the verdict of the officials here because we've done 4 rounds, and according to the rules of the game, we are good to refer to the scorecard. And as last night we did 5 rounds, we're heading for the 6th round, and it was still declared a no contest. But according to the official at ringside, considering the circumstances and everything, that's why they decided to take a decision and call it off for a no contest, which was taken very harshly by Quay's managers. And it resulted in ugly scenes yesterday in Dansoma, but we were able to rectify the situation and the show continued. And we eventually saw Emmanuel Matata Saki and Fukudana winning the UDO Continental belt. So we'll see what will be decided for the official declaration here between Derrick Mensah and Ayreetey as the ring announcer Sam Nanago is ready to bring us the official verdict.
All right, still here, Box Affairs Boxing Promotions, Alex Ntiamwa. And so this one ends abruptly. Shall we give both guys a huge applause? Very, very exhilarating affair. And still, we have one of the finest boxers from Africa, former IBF welterweight champion, the man we call the Grandmaster, Joshua, the Hitter, Clottey. And so this one ends by the short route, and we have a verdict. By virtue of an accidental and inadvertent headbutt, this fight has been ruled as a technical draw.